In our first video of this series, we talked about profile name and picture, as well as tags, thumbnails, and the type of content you want to upload. We also discussed consistency. If you haven't seen the last video, I do recommend that you check it out so that you get a brief idea of what kind of content this is. But if you don't want to check that out and you want to watch this one instead, this is basically an informal video, but also a parody at the same time. In this video, we're going to talk about quality and quantity and which one you should try to focus more on. First, we're going to talk about quantity. So it really depends on how long the videos are that you want to upload. It doesn't really matter how long the video is, to be fair, as you could easily just live stream all of your content and it could be hours upon hours long, but because it's live, it could be something that people want to check out. At the same time, if your video isn't live, then I guess you probably won't want to go over an hour for like your first videos on the internet. I don't know. I mean, it really is up to what you want to do. I don't really recommend it, however, because it's not really that appealing when someone sees a very long video, as I would know from experience. You're probably wondering why I talked about quantity first. Quantity is more important than quality. Quantity over quality. Remember that. Write that down. Take notes. This is very important. Quantity over quality. Upload as many videos as you can within the day that you decide to upload. Just keep uploading videos and make sure they're short so you can upload them quickly. And that way, people will notice that your channel keeps uploading videos and they'll be more likely to watch it because there's just so much content. If you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm, so don't actually do that. That's not a very good idea. Unless you want to. I mean, if you're doing it for fun, do whatever you want. That's not what this video is for, however. It's just growing your YouTube channel if you want it to be successful. Obviously, what I say is not the end-all be-all, and watching this video may not convince you that this is the way to do things. And if it doesn't, then I apologize for wasting your time, but if it did, leave a like on the video. If your videos aren't more than a minute, or not even more than like 20 seconds long, then it's okay to upload maybe 3 or 4 videos in one day. Just as long as you don't upload 3 or 4 videos every single day. Not only because it's less interesting for the viewer, because maybe they might like that stuff, but for you, it could get kind of boring over time doing the same thing over and over. So maybe you could try to mix up the number that you upload each day, but try to make sure that what you upload is something that you like. Keep that in mind. I'm aware that I mentioned that in the last video, but that was just a friendly reminder. Now, if your videos are around 10 minutes or maybe even more than that, hell, even 5 minutes, you might not want to upload 3 or 4 videos, maybe 2 or just 1. And don't do 1 every single day if it's going to be 10 minutes, by the way, unless that's something that you're really passionate about talking about and it attracts a lot of attention. But if it doesn't, try to cool off and come back to it again at a later date. Maybe a day later, maybe 2 days later. But just try not to blow up your subscribers' sub boxes, because when you do that, they tend to unsubscribe because they have other people that they're subscribed to as well. So keep in mind that, you know, your content is not the only thing that they're watching. I think I said all that needs to be said about quantity, so now we can talk about quality, which is actually the more important thing when it comes to the two. As for the quality of your videos, in terms of the visual display, YouTube usually automatically makes it around 720 to 1080p. But if you upload a video from, like, say, a camera that does not have that quality, then the video may play at a lower quality automatically. In terms of mic quality, however, which is also important, my mic isn't very good, but you want to have a mic that's really clear so they can hear the sound of your voice, and just something soothing to where they want to hear more of you speaking. If your videos are kind of dull because you're just kind of talking and there's really no sound in the background, just you talking, you might want to add music like I did. It could really be anything, just as long as it's not copyrighted, or if it's just an instrumental that doesn't have any lyrics in it. It's a common misconception to believe that you can just give credit to the artist and it's okay to use their song, but sometimes it isn't, so be careful with what you use. And I wouldn't recommend using anyone popular unless you know that that song is free to use. A great way to find out if something isn't copyrighted is to simply upload a video for a test run and get a copyright strike. That way you'll learn your lesson and you won't do it again. So just try to get copyright strikes and just kind of test your ground with it. You got an infinite amount of them, so you don't really have to worry about losing your channel or anything. You can just keep doing it over and over and you'll be fine. On a more serious note, you can look it up online if you want to use an artist's song. So you might want to look up, oh, is this song copyrighted? Can I use this song in a video? Try to use a site that's also low risk in terms of security and a trusted site. You don't want to take someone's word for it and then get baited and turns out that what they're telling you isn't actually true. It's not a high necessity, but also editing your videos can also make your videos more appealing, such as cutting out boring parts from your video so that someone doesn't get bored midway in case you want them to watch the entire thing. Or if there's a certain part that you want them to see, you can always clip that out and put that at the beginning to be a preview for the rest of the video. It usually works for some YouTubers. Not something that I normally do, but it's something that you can try if you want. In the next video, we'll talk about equipment, or we can talk about interacting with your viewers. Now, whichever one you want to hear first. Otherwise, I'm probably going to do equipment first. That'll be tomorrow. I don't know what exact time, but subscribe if you want more of this. And that's it for the video. Hopefully you found it helpful and entertaining, and I'll see you guys later.